Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I make food and fitness content, and if you're not new here, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had the best Christmas and you've really enjoyed a really restful period this time of year, and also a happy new year. I cannot believe we are already catapulting into 2024, but when I tell you I'm ready, I am so ready. Like, I have been loving the Christmas period, but I'm also ready to get back to Manchester and get cracking. So I thought we'd do a very goals focused video today. I'm basically going to be running you through my fitness goals for 2024 because I haven't touched on these or spoken about them at all. And I'm also going to touch on some main tips on how you guys can plan, plot and succeed at your 2024 goals, because I really want this to be the year that we all absolutely smash it. Whatever it is you want to set out to do, whether it's doing well in your job, getting a promotion, whether it's running a marathon, whether it's entering a fitness competition, whether it's starting in the gym for the first time as a beginner, I want everyone to be able to achieve their goals and dreams this year. And I just have a really good feeling about it. Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like I've never really felt like this about a year before. There was just something in the air, and I just know that like this year is going to be it, and we're going to do it together. Okay, so my 2024 goals. Get ready to buckle in because we have got a few of these. 2023 was a really good year for me. Like, I'm really proud when I look back on this year. I feel like I really did a lot and I really proved so much to myself. And I feel like this year was the first year where like I truly stopped listening to those like limiting beliefs in my mind, and I really proved to myself that I could do things that I never thought I was capable of. Like, I never thought I'd be able to run a marathon, and here I am having run 2 marathons within the space of a year, which is just like crazy to me. So having had that realization this year, next year is going to be the year that we build on that. Like, next year is the year where I really prove to myself that like there is no limiting belief and that I truly can achieve anything I set my mind to. And I actually noticed throughout kind of the end of the year that I still have a lot of those limiting beliefs. Like, when I think about certain things, I think like, oh, I could never do that. Like, that's not really me. But actually, like, I'm done saying that. Like, I'm done putting myself down. I'm done saying I can't achieve things, because I've proved that I have. And I truly think if you put your mind to something, you can do it. And I know that with myself, like, I can do things. I can do hard things. I just need to push myself outside my comfort zone. And trust me, the comfort zone is a really nice place to live in, and I definitely feel like I do live in that quite a lot. I feel like marathon training definitely pushed me outside of it slightly, but this year I just really want to like go for it, and I really want to achieve some amazing milestones. So first of my goals is that this year is going to be the year of consistent long distance running. And I'm sure you're probably thinking like, oh, but you did do a lot of long distance running last year. Yes, I did, but in my marathon training blocks, and I really fell in love with it. And in fact, the distance that I really fell in love with was a half marathon. Like, I love running half marathons, and it's so crazy to me that that's now a distance that I feel is just like achievable. Like, I could set out today and do a half marathon, and that was never something I thought I could do. And when I reflect on this year, I was like, okay, I had really good training blocks, so I did long distance running, but actually after the marathons, as I should, I took a bit of rest, but I then struggled to get back into long distance running because I took too much time off. So this year, in order to commit myself to long distance running, I'm setting myself a challenge of running a half marathon every single month. So over the course of this year, I'm gonna be running 12 half marathons. Now, there is an added exciting thing that comes along with these half marathons, which includes the location of them, but I can't really say too much on that at the moment. I'm gonna be updating that with you guys next week, because that's a lot more to unpack. But just wait until you hear the extra exciting bit next week, because it just makes those half marathons 10 times more exciting. Goal number 2 is trail running. I am determined to do more trail runs this year. I really fell in love with it at the end of the year, and I just feel like it's this whole new experience. So one of my goals is to get out on more trails. This next one is gonna be quite a big difference to my training plan over the course of the next year, but I'm so excited, and I'm just really like itching for a new challenge, and I feel like this is really going to challenge me. This year I set a really good foundation with running. I now know I'm capable of running a marathon, and at the end of the year, in December this month, I saw a lot of girls running the Valencia marathon, and I was like, how they are like running really fast. Like, these girls were getting like 3:30 times, 3:40 times, and I was like, that's like amazing, like that would never be me. And then I was like, but why would that never be me? Why do I always kind of limit myself and think like, oh, I'm not a speedier runner? Like, oh, I can't go any faster. Like, I can't go any quicker. Why do I always say that to myself? And it's something that I say to myself over and over and over again. And again, this is that like limiting belief that I'm putting myself in this box of never being able to run faster. And the 2 marathons that I ran them in the same time, and I was fine with that because of the way I trained for them and because of the experiences that they were. But actually what I've decided to do is this year, I'm going to put a lot of effort into training for speed. So I'm still going to be doing easy pace runs. They're definitely going to be incorporated, because for me, running still is about that like mental meditation it provides me with, but I'm just going to be incorporating a lot more speed work, and I'm going to be dedicating myself to that speed work. And I'm actually deciding at this moment in time, this could change, that the next marathon I run will be at the end of the year. And I'm going to be focusing on getting some speed into my body, into my legs, and hopefully completing and PBing the marathon that I do at the end of the year. And this is going to be quite different for me because it's going to mean incorporating more runs. It's going to mean incorporating different runs, but I'm just really excited and I'm really going to like go for it. And I want to race that marathon because I feel like the ones that I've not really raced. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. Also, I want to say, if you're watching this and you're thinking like, but you do run quite fast, this is completely objective because to you, I might run a bit speedier, to other people, I might run a bit slower. So this is just what is quick for me, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. And that will mean I'm actually going to be changing up my training a little bit. So as of 2024, I'm going to be running 4 times a week. So usually I do 3 running sessions a week, which I've loved, but just because of my focus on speed, and obviously I want to get a lot more endurance in my legs as well, I am going to be running 4 times a week, which I'm really excited for because I think my passion lies with running. It makes more sense to be doing more runs in a week and incorporating like training around that and just actually focusing on my running. And the next one, this one is really exciting but also so intimidating because this is a completely new journey for me. Like, I am starting something completely from basically a beginner. Like, I don't really have any idea what I'm doing here, trying to figure it out. But this year, I and my sister in a team are going to be competing in Hyrox. I, again, have always put this limiting belief on myself, and I've always seen people do Hyrox and thought, God, that looks way too hard. Like, I would never be able to do that. And again, this year I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to go for it. But I'm going to give myself a good chunk of time to train because I don't want to go in half-hearted. I feel like that's kind of the realization I've had with a lot of things this year. Like, I really want to train and work my ass off for things. So we are going to be competing in Hyrox in New York in June, which is just so exciting. And the fact that I get to do this with my sister makes it a million times better. Like, I just cannot wait to share this experience with her and also train for something completely new, completely outside of my comfort zone. If you know me, you know I hate burpees, but I'm just having to do so many burpees. By the time I get to Hyrox in June, I'm burping around the place because I just love them so much and I'm just so good at them. Like, I just want to work so hard in this beginning portion of the year that actually when it gets to Hyrox, it's something that, yeah, I'm going to find it really tough and challenging, but I actually enjoy doing because I put everything into the training and worked my ass off for it. So that is a really big, exciting update, and I cannot wait to take you guys on the Hyrox journey with me because I don't really know that much about it. I have a lot of friends that have done Hyrox, so I'm taking a lot of tips from them. Lucy Davis obviously is a Hyrox queen, so she has really been helping me, and like I said, I'm doing it with my sister. So actually in the second portion of this video, I'm going to be taking you guys to the gym. We're going to be doing a mic'd up Hyrox session. This is going to be very, very humbling. We did a mini trial of it yesterday, and yeah, Hyrox equals humbling. That's all I'm saying for now. But again, I'm excited for a new challenge and just to push myself into a different way of training. And with Hyrox, I'm going to be doing 1 Hyrox training session a week at the moment. That is going to increase as we get closer to Hyrox, but while I'm just introducing myself into it, into the movements, into the type of strength training that I need to do it, I'm just going to be doing 1 Hyrox focus session a week. But yeah, I can't wait to take you guys on this journey with me because, like I said, I am a complete newbie at this, so please do not be coming for me for any expert information. We're going to be learning from the bottom up, and yeah, I cannot wait to take you to Hyrox with me and my sister in June to compete. Please also comment some of your guys' goals. I absolutely love hearing them, and I can't wait to start cheering you on already. We've talked about goals. We all have goals. Goals are incredible, but how do we actually achieve those goals? I did a pretty okay job at this year. I feel like I achieved everything I set out to achieve, and there are a few key things that I did to do that. So I'm going to go through these with you guys so that hopefully you can also get planned, get plotting, and achieve your 2024 goals. This first one is basically just going to be a bit of tough love. You need to lock in and you need to show up. Nobody is going to be able to do that work for you. You need to set yourself these goals and you need to show up every day with intention to achieve them. You need to prioritize yourself, you need to prioritize your goals, and you need to show up and get the work done. If you are not doing the work, the only person you are letting down is yourself. Like, that is a really hard truth sometimes because you just think, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, I'll just do it the next day. You're failing yourself in those moments when you do that because you need to show up for yourself, and you're the only person that can do that. Something that really, really helps me in these moments, because don't get me wrong, you're probably going to have a lot of motivation for the first 2-3 weeks of the year. That will start to decline. Motivation is not consistent. You are not going to have that all year round. The first day that you start to see that dip, what I want you to do is visualize yourself achieving your goal. Really close your eyes, like feel how you would feel in that moment. I cannot tell you how much this has helped me with marathon training. Just close your eyes, literally visualize yourself either crossing that finish line, getting that promotion at work, running across the finish line at Hyrox, anything it is, just visualize that person, and in that moment remind yourself that it's not about you, it's about showing up for her. It's about putting in the work so your future self can achieve her goals. One thing and one way I like to think about this is train so hard that you make it easy. I don't like doing hard things. Nobody really does. So what you need to do is train so hard that you make it easy. Okay, so the next thing you need to be doing is planning. And I always talk about this and I probably sound like a broken record. And if you're not an organized or a planning person, you're sat there thinking like, oh, I'm not really like that. You need to become that organized person in 2024. I cannot tell you how much easier your fitness journey will be if you take 20 minutes every Sunday to just sit down and plan your exercise in to the week ahead. And it will save you so much stress in the week. It will make sure you're hitting all your workouts and it will make you achieve your goals. Trust me, planning is just so essential. So like I said, every Sunday I'll sit down and I'll take 20 minutes to plot on the exercise that I'm doing in the week ahead. Especially if you're training for something like a marathon, I cannot tell you how important it is to plot your workouts in before the week even starts. You're going to be doing some really long runs some days. You cannot just wing it, and you definitely don't want to be leaving long runs till the end of the week, because some weeks you might end up doing long runs on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday if you end up doing that, and that's just not good for your legs, it's not good for your motivation, and it's just best to avoid it. So when you sit down and plan everything in the week before, you can look at all the social occasions you can have, you can look at the work events you have, and you can plan everything around you, and basically just think of it as planning a bulletproof way to achieve your goals. And once you've done that, all you have to do is show up, which comes back to point number one, but all you have to do is show up at that point and just complete the workouts, because the hard part truly is getting organized and fitting everything in. So if you can just eliminate that element of stress, you will feel so much better about it, and it will also make it just a lot more enjoyable, because like I said, if you're doing 3 long runs at the end of the week, you're not going to be having a good time. For point number 3, your goals need to be measurable. And basically what I'm saying with that is you cannot kind of head into the new year and be like, oh, I just want to start running. That is, number one, I'm going to say a great goal, but let's put a form of measure on it, because that is what's going to make it super motivational. Because I think sometimes if you go, oh, like I'm just going to get into running this year, you've not really put a time frame on it, and procrastination starts to creep in. You can be like, oh, I'm going to save that till next month, and you just don't really have anything kind of pulling you on to keep going or to get started. So an amazing thing to do, especially with running, is to book a race in. Even if it's a 5k race, a 10k race, just book something in. I'm sure your local area will have loads of them, and it gives you something to work towards. And trust me, once you've crossed that finish line, you will be so motivated to keep going. So races are really important. But before that, even if you just want to set yourself a milestone of, okay, within 2 weeks, I want to be able to run 1 kilometer unbroken, that is measurable, and that is going to keep you super motivated. Because when you wake up in the morning, you're going to be like, oh, why would I go on this run? It's like, well, no, because I did tell myself within this 2 weeks, I'm going to be able to run that 1k, so I need to get up and do it. Rather than waking up and being like, well, I did say I was going to run this year, but like, it doesn't really have to be today. It kind of applies a tiny like element of pressure to the goal, which I think is really useful when you're setting goals, because I think it does keep you pushing and keep going. Okay, number 4 is keep accountable. I cannot tell you how important accountability is. Let me tell you, there's a fair few goals that I truly don't think, if I hadn't have had social media and spoken about them and posted on them, I potentially may have given up, because I didn't have that level of accountability. It really helps. And actually at the very beginning of my fitness journey, my first like year, I had a personal trainer, so I used to check in, and I had that level of accountability where she would check in on me every week, and I had to do things because I know she was going to check in on me. It really helps. However, I know having a personal trainer and a social media platform isn't for everyone, so there are a few other ways you can do this. One is to create a private social media platform. This was actually how I set up Holly B Fitness in the beginning. It was purely for accountability throughout my weight loss journey, and you don't have to have anyone on it. You can have it on private, you can have 2 friends, you can have 3 friends, but just sharing what you're currently up to, sharing your goals, it really helps. It's almost just like putting them out there into the universe, like speaking them into existence. But also, if you don't really want to post them anywhere on Instagram, or you don't really want to make a social media platform, a great page is the Strong Girl Society page. And this is such a shameless plug, but I created this page for this purpose. Like, I want women to be able to shout about their wins and be cheered on by a community. And trust me, if you post that you've achieved something in the Strong Girl Society page, everybody will cheer you on. If you post you're setting a goal, we're all going to help you achieve it. That is exactly what that page is designed for. So I'll leave the link as always in the description box below, but please join that page. I'm also running a weekly giveaway with Gymshark on the Strong Girl Society page for January, which I'm really excited to talk about. So every week you're going to have a different prize, and all you need to do is post your win wins on the page each week, and 1 week I'm going to choose one winner to win the Gymshark prize of the week. Like, how easy is that? And your win could literally be, I went to the gym this week. Your win could be, oh, I went on a 5k run, oh, I did a 1k run, I bought a new pair of running trainers so I can start my running journey. It could be anything. Just post about it, let us cheer you on, and you might even get a prize out of it. And number 5 is, please write them down. There is something so powerful about putting pen to paper and writing down your goals. I have a journal where I write all of my goals for the year. It's amazing to reflect on. There is just something about that, kind of putting them out there into the universe, that just really helps them stick with you. So either write them in your journal or write them in your notes. But also alongside this, anytime you have any win, if you're not posting it in a Strong Girl Society Facebook page, write it down somewhere. I have in the back of my journal every year, I have amazing accomplishments of 2023, and anything good that happens, I write it down. And I cannot tell you how motivating it is to look back at that at the end of the year and be like, oh my goodness, I achieved all of those things. What can I go and achieve next year? And that's exactly the mind switch that I've had this year is, okay, well, I achieved all of those things. Actually, this year, I'm not going to put any limits on myself, and I'm going to go in 2 feet first. I'm going to try and achieve all these things that I didn't think I could, because I've done all of that. So it's just an amazing tool for reflection, but also motivation. Okay, so those are my 5 top key tips to help you achieve your 2024 goals. And those are also my goals for 2024. And I hope you're excited, because I feel like we're going to go on a few different journeys this year. The Hyrox one, obviously, I'm really excited for, because we're going on it together and I'm completely new at this. So if I'm struggling, you are also going to be struggling. But also I think the half marathons will just be really fun. Again, like I said, I'll get into that probably next week. But also this kind of like new speed journey with my training, because I feel like a lot of us set a really good foundation with our running. Like, I'm sure a lot of you achieved your running goals. I mean, I always see in the comments that you guys have achieved your first 5k, your first 10k, first half marathons and marathons. And I think it seems to me that, like, as a community, we've really fallen in love with running this year. So I think it's just amazing to be like, okay, we've all set this incredible foundation. We all love running. Why don't we try and push ourselves a little bit and see what we're truly capable of within our running journey? So yeah, I'm excited. And I'm also excited to kind of share that portion of my training with you all, because it's not something that I've ever really focused on. So hopefully it's something that as I learn, you guys can also learn with me. But the plan for now is me and Clara are gonna head off to do our first proper Hyrox workout class test thingy. Basically, we're putting ourselves through a mini Hyrox is essentially what we're calling it.
Code red. So this is the first. We've just done a 3k warm up on the treads. Yeah. We're dripping with sweat already, so this is going to be the first exercise we do. We're going to be doing 500 meters each on ski erg. This is like the first thing you start with, isn't it? Yeah. And we tried this the other day. It's very humbling. At first you're like, oh my god, this is kind of fun, and then suddenly you're like, oh no.
It's worse that we've just done the run as well. And
yeah.
Super sweaty.
Let's just.
We can do it. We can do it.
We can do it.
This is the 5 hole. You're also on 7 at the moment.
Oh hell no. Let's just do a quick technique. Feet flat on the floor. And
and then down.
In.
There's a knee bend in it.
I think I saw somebody saying don't windmill. Like when you come back, it's like
just go straight back up.
Just like. Okay, right.
And then up. My hands are sweaty from the fucking run.
Done. Oh! There we go. Okay.
Exercise 1. Complete.
Wait,
that's 60 plus the sled.
Okay, should we try that?
Yeah, should I see if it even moves?
Yeah. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, go sissy, go. You got this. Yeah, smash it. You going? How does that feel? Heavy. Fuck. That was good.
It feels hard, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if you struggled.
But I am actually dying.
Ooh, that's fancy.
It's fucking hard. That one made me see stars at the end.
And that's not even as heavy as it's going to be on the day.
It's 25 meters that we have to push it.
And this is 25 meters, so okay.
I feel like probably. You know, like I really want to say yes.
We've got this.
Smash it. Wait, 80?
Oh.
So we did it?
80 plus 80, we did more. We did
80 plus 60, so we pushed 140.
And that's way more than we need to.
Maybe it's better to do more than less.
I think the stronger we get, the better.
I agree. I don't think we can get too strong. I don't think that actually exists.
Yeah, because that actually feels fine, so I can imagine it is 200. So that's 20.
Yeah. Feel okay?
Yeah, is that 40?
40, yeah.
Oh, it just started to feel spicy.
Go on, Hole.
Oh. Oh.
Well done.
I feel like the first one feels great.
Huh?
That one feels great. You're like, this is fun.
This is nice, yeah. The thing is, I think this is like later on really, so we would probably be more fatigued.
Yeah. Right, should we do lunges?
Yeah. Does that feel okay? How many of these have we got to do? 5 up and back?
5, yeah. It's so tough.
The little knee shakes. Nice.
I'm seeing the stars.
See stars.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice, yeah.
Oh my days.
Nice, well done.
I felt like we were racing.
We do practice.
Yeah.
We played netball. This should be
5.
please. Oh, are we? Oh.
Kill me now.
No, that'll so help.
Nice.
These are the devil's work. Guys, we miscalculated, so we thought the strip when we did the farmer's thing on was 25 metres, but it's actually 10.
But now we have to do 40 metres of burpee broad jumps each.
Okay, should we go back each? You can see my form and I can see yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
then
feel dizzy just watching you. Yeah. And then feet to hands. Yeah. Nice jump. Yeah. You can do it. Nice. Look like a little frog.
you did those speedy. Nice.
What?
You okay?
I don't know. What have we done?
Maybe we should do some ab exercises. They look friendly and fun.
When we first came in, I was like, oh, we should do some pull-ups at the end. I'm an idiot.
I'm so fatigued right now. Okay.
Are we doing another round?
We should do.
Okay.
We don't get to sit down on the day.
We're just having a really decent break. Some juice. Maybe some biscuits. I'm just having dizzy.
Someone got any clothes out.
Some Lucozade.
Shot of tequila, maybe. This is hard, but like, it's because it's so uncomfortable because we don't train like this.
Yeah, for sure. Like jumping in a frog in the gym is not something I've ever done before.
No. This has been humbling.
Yeah.
But that's the point of the experience.
Yeah, definitely. To be humbled.
For the steps.
Also, the further you jump, the less you burpee.
That's what I was thinking.
I was like, I love this part of the exercise.
Just need to leap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, when you're F1, you don't feel so happy.
And then like 2 seconds of pure bliss, like,
And then you get to go now. Fuck.
my knees are like. Okay, right. Should we go again?
Yeah. I'm gonna laugh every time I jump now.
Go on, Hole.
What's up, guys and girlies?
500
rowing.
rowing.
Each.
Each, yeah. Seeing as it's the last,
Do what?
I'll do it at 8. Seeing as it's the last of the
Yeah.
day.
Give it a bit of a push.
Yeah.
So my camera has died annoyingly, but we have completed our first proper Hyrox workout. So what we did was we kind of went through and did just a bit of every exercise because we wanted to just get a feel like what we could do if we could do it, which we can. And we feel like we have a really decent foundation. Obviously, like technique wise, it's day one. We're not going to be there. But I feel like strength wise, we're good. We were just saying it's going to be the endurance of...
Yeah, like doing it again and again.
Yeah, so
for meters and meters and meters.
Yeah, so if anybody doesn't know what Hyrox is, I'll put a link to the page in the description box so you can like check it out because it's very, very cool. But essentially it's just a big race, but with every exercise you have to do a kilometer run in between. So it takes, I mean, a good time is like an hour 30, hour 40, I think.
Yeah. We have no idea how long it's going to take us.
The guy that like helped us with the wall ball was like, how long do you think you're going to be? And I was like,
I just want to finish it.
Yeah, we just want to cross that finish line. But yeah, proud of us. First one done. We've just got a few more practices to go.
We got this.
We've got 6 months. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next week. What am I pointing at?
The like and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Like, subscribe.
Thanks, bye.